Hi, my name is Tolulope Olasupo. It's nice to have you once again on this channel. I thank you so much for all my existing subscribers for continuously supporting us. So if you're joining us for the first time, I'd like to say welcome to this channel and stay tuned to us as we bring to you lots of valuable content that will continue to help your business and help your sales process. So one of the things that I was thinking about recently is the fact that I find myself that there are times that I want to do something and I see that I always have to set new goals to be able to accomplish that thing. And I realize that instead of focusing on setting new goals, it's actually better to focus on the habits that will get me to achieving the goals. So there are times that you fail to achieve the goals that you have actually set. And what comes to your mind is that you want to set a new goal. But instead of setting a new goal, why don't you just focus on the habit formation that can help you to achieve your goals? So, for example, one of the things that I said to myself one time was that I wanted to read a particular amount of books. I found out that I was falling short at fulfilling those goals. So, one of the things that I realized that instead of focusing on the amount of books that I wanted to read, what I needed to focus on was to say that I should form an habit of reading at least 5 chapters of that book each day. So that I know that if I build an habit of reading at least 5 chapters, if I read at least 2 chapters, then I'm able to get closer to that goal. So I decided to look at that and change the model in which I was trying to operate. So likewise for you as well, if you're trying to achieve a particular goal and you see that you're falling short, rather than saying that you want to set a new goal, why don't you sit down to look at the habits that you need to have to be able to achieve those goals? Because the truth is that habit formation is actually what makes us who we are. Over the course of the years that every one of us have grown up, there are certain habits that have actually become things that are automated in your life that you don't need to think about, that helps you to get to where you are now. So there are habits that have helped you to achieve some level of results, and there are also habits that are also inhibiting the next level of results that we need to achieve. So that's why habit formation is something that is really important. So if you are enjoying the sound of this video, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. So right away, I'm going to be going into some of the things that we need to begin to look at if we need to begin to form new habits that will ensure that we are achieving better results. So one of the first things that you need to look at is that you can have a cue. If you want to form a habit of eating fruits daily, one of the things you can do is that you can put the fruit in a place that is actually visible for you to see. I realized that one of the times I wanted to start taking bananas. So one of the things that I discovered that I kept the bananas in a place that was actually obvious so that each time I get into the kitchen, I can actually see those bananas. And I saw that my uptake of those bananas actually increased because I actually put it at a place that it was now obvious. Likewise, if you want to be reading the books, one of the things you can do is that you can put the books on your bed or you can put it right to the side of your table so that before you go to bed, you're actually seeing those books around yourself. That is one of the things that can help you to begin to form new habits. The second thing that you can do is that you can do what we call habit stacking. So this is a situation whereby you stack one habit to another habit that you're already doing. So say for instance, you can say that after having your bath each day, the next thing you want to do is to eat a fruit. Or you can say that after brushing your teeth, the next thing you want to do is to do an exercise. So you have actually started doing exercise to brushing your teeth. So it's like putting two things on each other that can help you to remember what you have said you wanted to do. This is something that actually also helps to begin to build new habits. The third thing that you can do is also to be wary about negative environment that inhibits the habits that you're trying to form or that help you to cultivate habits that are actually dangerous to your life. So one of the things that I discovered is that there are times that you go to some places that would actually remind you of some of the things that you say you don't want to do. So for instance, if you say you want to stop smoking and you find yourself going around places where people who smoke stay, you will see that that will continue to bring about the memory of that thing and you see that you will not be able to stop that habit. The other thing you want to do there is that you want to avoid those environments that stimulate those negative habits. And you also want to look for environment that help you to stimulate positive habits because environment actually affects a lot of the things that we do. The fourth thing that you want to do also is to ensure that you actually take it in bits. So it's better to do one thing and take it gradually than to say that you want to actually do something at once. So, for instance, instead of saying that you want to read 10 books in 2 months, why don't you start by reading at least 5 chapters of a particular book in a week? It's better for you to start slowly and build that culture gradually than saying that you want to actually do everything at once. Because remember, what you want to do is to build habits, and habit formation actually takes time. Some of the negative habits that we have are actually been built into our subconscious over a long period of time. So it's not something that you can get rid of at once. So it's better you begin to take small steps to getting to where you want to get to than saying that you want to take a big step at once. It's like someone that says that he has not even been able to save, let's say, £1,000 before, and he says that, oh, within the next 6 months, I want to save £10,000. Or someone that has not even been able to get 5 customers saying that, oh, within the next 1 month, I want to get 100 customers into my business. It's possible, but it's better you start with the small steps. Work at getting 2, 3 customers, 4 customers, then before moving to say that you want to get 1,000 customers at once. Because what that would also require is that it require a change in your structure and the way you actually do things. Because what you want to ask yourself is that the way you're actually operating right now, will it help you to be able to manage those amount of clients when they come in? So you need to be able to have built some systems which can also be like habits that would help you to be able to manage the big jump when it comes. So that is what habit formation does. It's better to work at it slowly and getting there gradually than saying that you want to do it at once. The last thing that I'm going to talk about is that you also want to link some rewards to some of the things that you do. You can link some of the things that you want to do to some of the things that you need to do. So, for example, you might like to listen to music. So instead of you listening to music alone, you can say that, okay, every time that I have to listen to music, I also spend that time to clean my house. So that is what it means by adding a reward to something that you also need to do. So when you say that if you have those two things together, it will help you to begin to form the habit of cleaning your house. So that is something that you can also do to be able to form an habit. So one of the things that I discovered is that there are times that you want to do some activities that might require a lot of mental effort. And a lot of times, the reason why we run away from some of those activities is because those activities are actually put at times that some of us are not willing to give in those mental effort that we need to put into it. So say for instance, if you want to do a deep work, let's say you need to strategize about your business, or you need to think about how you're going to approach a particular matter, and you fix it at a time where you're already tired. More or less, what you realize is that at those times when you put in those kind of activities, you will not be able to do them because you have actually put them at times that are not very, very efficient for you to maximize. So it's better for you to look at your schedule and say that some of the works that will require a lot of mental exertion, you can actually put them at times where you have high energy, where you can actually concentrate. So for instance, some people are actually early risers. Very early in the morning, they can actually put in some of those deep works and they can ensure that those things are actually clear. And then you can also look at some of the times that you are actually not as energetic as much and put in some tasks that are repetitive. For instance, sending emails, responding to messages, some of those things that don't really require a lot of mental exertion, you can put them at those times that would not require you to use a lot of mental energy. So by doing this, you will see that some of the habits you're trying to build are things that you'll be able to easily work around your schedule. So in conclusion, one of the things I want to advise is that in building new habits, take a look at your schedule. How do you currently plan your day? What are the kind of activities that you have kept in your day? Are they activities that are going to help you to build new habits? Are they things that will help you to get closer to the result that you want to achieve? So by the time you take a look at that and you reorganize your schedule so that you put works that require a lot of mental exertion at times when you have high energy, and the ones that are repetitive in nature that do not require a lot of mental energy at times that you are actually, not as energetic as much as possible, and you reorganize yourself in that manner. So you see that some of the habits that you're trying to build will begin to find expression. So in other words, for you to actually get close to the goals you want to achieve, the things that you need to look at right now are the habits that you are actually forming. Are you forming the right habits? Do you have the right perspective to the work that you want to do to be able to increase sales in your business? Or are you just wishing that customers will come? Or are you just wishing that that business will grow? But what you need to focus on are what habits do you need to build into your schedule to be able to get close to what you want to achieve. If this video has been very useful to you today and there are things you would like to share with us about some of the habits you're trying to build, kindly share in the comment section. And you can also check one of our videos on 7 habits of highly effective people in the link below. You can also reach out to us for one-on-one coaching or group coaching sessions. Thank you so much for staying tuned to this channel. See you next time.